This is Hobbs. He's my betta fish. I kind of talked about him last time a little bit. He's not my only one. I have quite a few. He's a butterfly betta fish. Yeah. Blue and white. Really cool. You can tell he's kind of old, I think, because his fins are getting a little wrinkly. You know, kind of how, like, you and I get wrinkly when we get older. But, not 100% sure on his age, to be honest with you. So, anyway, I want to introduce you guys to each of my betta fish. You know, not right now, but as time progresses. Got Mo, and behind him is Floyd, and some more over there. But anyway, on with the show. Hello, and welcome back to Irwin's Animals. I am Irwin, and today we have, for the second episode, a very, very special episode, I would guess. I don't know. Maybe the rest of them will go like this too. Who knows? But, we met Kory and Jess, and I will tell you, they had some amazing animals, and we get to meet them today. We've got, let me see, what did he tell me he had? Some turtles, a parrot, I think he even said he had a pig, if I'm right, but you know what? We'll just go over there and look. We'll finish up with, you know, the fish stuff later. Let's go check Kory's animals out. This is gonna be cool. So excited. Alright, well here we are at Kory's house. Hello Kory, thank you for having us here.
Hey, thanks for coming over, man. I'm excited to show you all my cool little critters.
Yeah, I've been looking at them. You've got an entire swimming pool here of stuff, it looks like.
I have everything from land, air, and sea. This guy right beneath you is actually, he looks kind of like you, actually. Oh, you look like a turtle.
Cool. So what kind of turtle is that?
So this is a three-toed box turtle. This is probably one of the turtles you'd probably see at the pet store for sale. So if you were ever going down to get yourself a new pet, you actually might be able to purchase one of these guys.
Yeah, I've heard sliders are pretty popular pets, aren't they?
Sliders are very popular pets. Let's see if I can grab one for us.
Let's grab one of those. Those are and sliders and box turtles, I'm assuming, are the two most popular pets, I guess.
Sliders and box turtles definitely are. I think box turtles are a little bit more expensive, so you don't see as many of them. But sliders, definitely. These guys here, here's two different sliders that I have. This guy's actually technically what you call a terrapin, which is a different type or breed, basically, of the turtle.
Wait, now hold on.
Yeah, terrapin.
Terrapin.
Yep,
terrapin. What does that have any significant meaning? Is that just a scientific name?
Yeah, kind of just a scientific name. You know, like when you get in trouble and whoever it is that's yelling at you says your full name. This is kind of basically like the full name.
Terrapin, you stop that right now.
Exactly.
What's his pet name?
So his pet name, this is Posty. So he's a super energetic, if you can't tell, he's always trying to move. Charismatic little turtle, so we named him Posty, like Post Malone.
Post Malone. Oh, remind us all who Post Malone is.
Post Malone is a cool little artist that actually lives in Utah, believe it or not now. But
that's where we're from.
Yep, that's where we're at. So we have a cool tie with him.
Post Malone. Oh, Post Malone's from Utah?
Not from Utah. He lives out here.
Oh, he lives out here now, though. Okay.
Yeah.
I know we're not here to talk about Post Malone, but that was interesting info. Post Malone lives in our state, people. Anyway, so now let's talk about everything in this tub that we can here.
Yeah. So I have quite a few things. So when it comes to aquatic turtles, you were bringing up sliders. So this is a red-eared slider right here. If you can't tell, I'll bring him up to your face. You see he has little red ears on him. That's why they call him a red-eared slider.
Okay.
These are the little guys that you can get for like $20, but they are really, really hard to keep. So you have to be very careful and make sure that you have a proper enclosure like I have, which is basically a full pond when you have as many turtles as I have at least.
What makes them so hard to keep? That makes me a little nervous.
So they're super, super dirty, and so you always have to make sure that you're cleaning them. Plus, they live in a lot of water, and it's kind of crazy because if you notice, these guys are big turtles, right? I'm going to set him down. For every inch your turtle is long, you should have at least 10 gallons of water that he can swim in.
Oh, so that's good info.
Yeah, this guy right here would need at least a 60 or 70 gallon tank to live in by himself in perfect, adequate conditions.
So, again, for every inch, you need a gallon of water. Is that what did
10
I?
gallons.
10 gallons.
10
of water.
gallons of
So
water, yeah.
for every inch that the turtle is, he needs 10 gallons of water to survive in the tub like that.
Yep, exactly. So you have to have big enclosures with a lot of water filtration. Now, I'm going to show you something kind of cool here. This is a little bit different, but I'm going to put him down. We'll put him back in the water with his friends. And I'm going to grab a very special tortoise, which is a little bit different than a turtle.
Now, wait, what's a tortoise?
So a tortoise is a type of turtle that lives on the land. These guys don't live in water. So they have a tendency to get a little bit bigger and they live a lot longer. So those water turtles live for about 40 to 50 years. This guy I'm going to show you next, he lives for just about 150 years.
Whoa, 150 years?
Poof!
Oh my
Meet
goodness.
Zeppelin.
Look at that guy.
So this is my African silcata tortoise.
Wasn't expecting that.
Oh, he's bigger than you.
Yes, he is. And I'm nervous. Does he bite?
Nope, he doesn't bite. He might think your fingers might be food, though, so be careful.
Because I look like lettuce fingers?
Yeah, you have lettuce fingers. So these guys live on the land, and these guys don't go in water, but they have to be able to roam a big lot of land. So obviously, you can't tell he's huge. And when you buy them, they are just about as small as these guys. So you can tell that when they grow up, they need a lot of space to be able to move and roam.
Okay, yeah. So how much does that big guy weigh, do you know?
So he's about 65, 70 pounds right now. He's 15 years old. So he's got another 135 years to go.
So you're leaving him in your will, probably?
Yeah, absolutely. I have, actually, for my will, I have about 9 of my animals in that.
Oh, really? I guess if these turtles here live to be 80 years old, then that's still longer than you're going to make it here.
All these guys, they're going to be around a lot longer than me.
Wow. That is amazing. I didn't know turtles lived so long. That is interesting. So,
it's super cool.
So, what's the other guy? Was that all of them? I thought I saw another guy in here.
Oh, no. So we had a bunch of them. I have another little baby box turtle. We call her Baby. But she's just a little version of this guy that I keep showing you. They're basically like dating.
So, she's a baby?
Yeah, she's a lot younger than him. He's probably about 10 or 15 years old. She's only about 4.
Wow, so it takes them a long time to grow full size, huh?
Oh, yeah, they definitely do.
Wow.
It can take all the way up to 20 years in some species, believe it or not.
This is very cool. I mean, where did you get all these turtles?
So most of these turtles have come to me because they're rescues. These guys came from situations where maybe the family that got them couldn't take care of them very well, or maybe they got them and they ran away and they were found in somebody else's yard, but they couldn't find the owners. They came to me, and so I'm the one who gives them a nice, happy life.
Wow, that is excellent of you to do.
Well, thank you.
That is an amazing thing, and just to point out. It's not necessarily a great idea to pick up every animal that you see on the side of the road and bring it home.
No.
But if you have a plan like this guy like Kory does, who obviously has plenty of room to take care of turtles. Basically, what I'm getting at, if you want to save an animal, make sure you're prepared to do it. Don't just bring random animals home thinking you're going to save them, because you might end up putting them in a worse situation than they already were.
Exactly.
But looks like Kory has everything perfect for these guys. I can tell they're all happy. And believe it or not, these aren't the only animals he has.
Yeah.
I've looked around his house a little bit, and
I'll tell you what, he's got some cool things. So let's take a look at a couple other things. Mind if we go take a look at your fish?
Yeah, let's go take a look at all of it.
Let's go take a look at the fish. Well, all right, Kory, let's discuss these fish you have. It looks like you got a full pond over there.
Yeah, I do. So I have everything from I have a big old catfish. I have plecos, which are the big old sucker fish that I'm sure you've seen in other fish tanks. Mine just happens to be like almost a foot long.
Explain to us exactly what did you say, a pleco?
Yeah.
Is that the one that's like the bottom feeder that cleans the tanks?
Yeah, and they look like they're always sucking onto the sides of the windows and everything. I have I have a big one of those guys in here that he just sits there and eats all of the algae. He's an algae eater though, so I guess that would be a good thing, right?
Does it make it so you have does he help with the cleaning? Does it make it so you have to clean it out a little less?
Oh yeah, he definitely helps with the cleaning. He will go around the edges about once a day and make sure that there's no craziness or no big algae growth on there, and so it kind of helps the ecosystem a little bit, which is kind of cool to always remember. Is even in your own fish tanks at home, you can have an ecosystem.
That is very interesting. So explain like how you reproduce their ecosystem.
So
if I said that right.
You said it mostly right. So
that's about right.
When you're trying to create an ecosystem for your own pets and whatnot, you're going to want to try and find out what they live in naturally and try and recreate it. So the best thing that you can do for like with me is I have all pond fish and pond turtles, so I needed to have a larger fish that could eat some of the pond scum.
Okay.
And that's where the pleco comes into effect.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
So let me show you one of these. I'm going to pull a fish out here. Hopefully we can get one. Woo. So this, we'll only keep him out for a second. This is one of those 10-cent dime store goldfish that you see. Now these little goldfish here, these guys, believe it or not, grow up really big. And so they're not little tiny fish all their life. So when you see them at the store, you probably should make sure that you have an enclosure that's big enough for them, because these guys can actually get almost 50 pounds in the right enclosure.
50 pounds?
There's been a few that has been found that have been dumped in lakes and ponds where they shouldn't be. And those things have grown to massive, gargantuan sizes.
Holy cow. Now, so you're basically saying that if you keep a goldfish in a small tank, it'll stay a 10-cent goldfish. You put it in its correct ecosystem and it'll grow to...
like a mini whale.
A mini whale.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. So, do they sell those full-grown goldfish as any other type of...
Not normally, because they're so big they require such large amounts of water. Not many pet or fish owners and whatnot have something that large. So essentially, when it comes down to it, believe it or not, and this is really sad to say, but most of the goldfish don't actually live to their full lifespan because they don't have the right enclosures.
Yeah, I have a feeling that might be a problem with a lot of underwater pets.
It can be, yeah. It really can be. Especially those big exotic types of fish and underwater pets.
I own a couple betta fish myself that I start the show off with every day, and I'll tell you, not easy to take care of. People think betta fish are so easy to take care of, but they're not. People think goldfish are so easy to take care of, but as you can see, they're not.
No, they really are not.
So cool, man. You got it looks like a catfish in there.
Yeah, so we got a cool catfish in here. Believe it or not, I just got him and I don't know the breed on him, so we're just gonna call him a spotted catfish.
Okay.
But
makes no difference to me anyway. I'm learning here.
Other than that, we have the big pleco, a bunch of little goldies, and then this is the rest of the habitat for all the aquatic turtles that you just saw.
Wow, that is amazing. So let's go through exactly what you're doing here. This isn't the only room of animals you have in here.
Oh, no.
Let's go through the animals you have really quick.
Yeah, definitely. So this is most of my reptiles, though I still have a couple of snakes that you haven't seen. And then I have a large bird. He's a blue and gold crested macaw. So he'll be very excited to meet you, that's for sure.
Now, what kind of bird is a macaw exactly?
Have you ever seen those big blue and yellow parrots that sit on pirate shoulders?
Oh, yes, the big parrots. Oh, wow, you have one of those?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He has feathers probably longer than your hair, believe it or not.
Wow. Well, I'm still more handsome than him, I guarantee it.
Well, I think so, but you can argue that with him.
No, I'm not gonna argue with a big beaked parrot. I'll lose that one. So
now, one I do know you're way more handsome than is my pig.
Oh, you have a pig?
I have a little mini pig.
You know, I thought I saw a pig walking in here. That big. I thought it was a giant dog, but that's a pig?
Oh, it definitely. Yeah, she's a big old fatty. She's about 130 pounds right now.
Can we meet her?
Let's go.
Before the day's over? Yeah, let's go.
Let's
Let's go meet your snake too.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
We can do that.
Well, all right, here we are in the room with the pig. Wow, this is something else right here. I'm blown away. What a beautiful animal.
Have you ever seen a livestock animal in somebody's living room before?
No, I have not. I to be honest with you, I've never seen a livestock animal like this, even outside of anybody's room or house. This is my first time seeing a pig like this, to be honest with you, and she is gorgeous. What's her name?
So this is Matilda. She is a potbelly pig with a little bit of Juliana breed mixed in with her. She's honestly, in my opinion, the best pet and friend that I possibly could have.
Wow.
She is
that
amazing.
good?
Oh, I could never look back on her. She is the sweetest little thing, but they do require a lot of special care. But she is just like a dog. Just like a dog. She knows how to take herself outside. She goes potty outside. She actually comes back in and she spends most of her day sleeping, but otherwise she'll come over and she'll get loves and cuddles and she'll sit with us on the couch when we pick her up. But she's a little heavy now. She's like 130 pounds.
Holy cow, 130. Nice.
Yeah. She's a big girl, that's for sure.
How big is she full size or?
So when it comes to anytime you hear mini pig, it's actually a misconception, believe it or not. So a mini pig would constitute anything smaller than a full-grown farm pig, which are like 700 pounds.
What?
Yeah.
700. Now she's not gonna get that big, is she?
If I was to keep feeding her, there's a possibility she could get that fat, but she's probably about full-grown now. She's almost 4 years old.
Okay, so how does her feeding schedule work? Does she eat a lot or eat a little or?
No, so it's actually kind of crazy. So she actually eats only about a quarter cup of food a day, and then she spends a lot of time outside. She'll graze and she'll find seeds and stuff. And then when we give her treats, like if you notice here, I'm actually giving her just single little itty bitty raisins. That's all she wants. And she just loves them. It doesn't matter if it's a little piece of food or a big piece. She gets just as happy.
Oh, that's cool. So, how did you get this pig? I mean, tell us the story behind Matilda.
So, there was a gal that lived in a city kind of close to me, and she had recently lost her dog of old age, so sad for the puppy. But she wanted another companion animal, and she got this pig, but unfortunately, she also got another dog with it as well, and the pig kind of took the back seat. So she ended up putting the pig in a pen for about 9 months, and this pig lived by herself with no attention from anybody.
Okay.
So when I got her, she was a scared little piglet, that's for sure. But she's turned into a pretty charismatic little oinker, if you ask me.
It seems like it. So from what I can gather so far, and all the animals we've seen, is you've rescued all of them.
Yep. Everybody here has been a rescue. I don't go out and I actually don't purchase animals from pet stores or anything. What I do is I do my best to try and give these animals the best lives possible when they need that second chance.
That's awesome, man. You're an awesome. COVID fist bump.
COVID fist bump. Oh, we'll do elbows. Boof. There we go.
Nice. What a great guy. I mean, seriously, there's not a lot of people that are willing to take in wild animals in their house like this. And I'll tell you what, good stuff. That tortoise was probably one of the coolest things I've seen so far. Well, now the pig, obviously.
Just wait till you see the parrot. He's going to be crazy.
Parrot?
Yeah. So what's cool about the parrot is he is a very talkative, loud bird. I know you don't see him now, but I'm going to have my girlfriend actually bring him out, and you're going to get to meet Chester Birdington.
Chester Birdington.
Yep.
What's the girlfriend's name, just so we don't call her girlfriend?
Her name is Jess. I almost forgot her name.
Jess. Yeah, well, it happens.
So, yep, we'll bring out Jess and we'll have her go grab Chester for us real quick.
Sweet. So, I mean, before we do that, is there anything else about this pig, or is that about it?
Honestly, if you guys are thinking about getting a pig, if you wanted a pet pig, just remember always that they do require a lot of work, and you need to put in the research before you actually decide to get one.
Would you require it?
Would I require it?
Yeah. Would you require? Getting a pig for a pet.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so so you would definitely, if
Oh,
someone called you and said, "Hey, I want to get a pig for a pet," you wouldn't try to talk them out of it.
No. Oh, honestly, in my opinion, pigs are better than dogs, and I have dogs too, and I love them to pieces. But my pig is just immaculate.
She seems very well behaved.
She's tender. You can make her sad. You actually, believe it or not, can't hit a pig. So you can't slap them when they're being naughty or anything like that, because you can actually make them super scared of you that way. And so you actually have to use only positive reinforcement through their whole lives. Which is probably
better anyway.
Oh, it's absolutely
There's nothing you get out of hitting an animal.
No, these guys all have the same feelings that you do, that your moms and your dads have, that all these animals, they can feel pain, and they can feel happiness, and they can feel scared and fear. So when it comes down to it, anything you feel, those animals can feel. So if you don't want to be hit, they probably don't want to be either.
That is definitely something to take into consideration. Not consideration, take into your daily lives. Don't hit your animals. I mean, animals are gonna misbehave sometimes, and smacking them does nothing.
No.
There's other ways to do it, and boy, I can't get my eyes off that girl.
She's beautiful.
Do you mind if I pet her?
Yeah, by all means.
Right on.
Let's see if we can get her to come around for you. Come here. Do you want that? Oh, now she's not gonna move. There we go. Come on. Come on.
Come here, Matilda.
Matilda. You want another piece? Here, Matilda. There. Ooh, we'll leave her a trail of stuff.
Not gonna lie here, didn't go too well with the pig and I. But, yeah, moving on.
There we go.
I'll leave her alone. I just wanted to get up close. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Hi, Matilda. Hi, Matilda. God, what a beautiful animal.
Yeah, one thing kind of cool to remember. Did you feel how her hair was super wiry?
Very, very coarse.
Did you know pig's hair is actually what's used in your hairbrushes normally?
I did not.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people out there didn't either.
Yeah, so if you go and if you see on your brush that says boar's hair, that's a pig.
God, the things I'm learning.
Cool, huh?
Boar's hair. So now I'm gonna make it a mission to go and look for combs in the store that say boar's hair on them.
Go do it because you'll find them.
She is. She's very coarse, very not soft at all, but still
very wiry.
Wiry. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But she's beautiful. Her tail's wagging, so that must mean she's happy as can be here.
That means she's super content. She's not scared. So, luckily for you, she probably thinks you're a fellow friend.
Well, I hope I am. I'm not of these species either. So let's make a pact to
Oh yeah.
be friends, Matilda. So do you have anything else? I mean, what? I mean, your house is full. You say you have a parrot?
Yep. Yeah. We have our blue and gold crested macaw Chester. He is an amazing animal. So I'm kind of excited for you to meet him.
Is there anything else you want to say about Matilda before we move on to Chester?
No, I think everyone can kind of see what Matilda's like. She's just the most perfect animal in the world.
I agree. That's one of the most. I mean, it sounds silly saying this about a pig, but I'm not kidding. This is one of the most beautiful animals I've ever seen in my life. Oh, she's pleasant. She's beautiful. She's not very soft, but that's okay. And she's not supposed to be.
Take a big whiff. Smell real deep. They're not stinky either.
I smell no pig.
Yep, that's cool. And if you're allergic to animals, pigs are hypoallergenic.
Ah, there you go. Another reason for a pig being a great pet. Hypoallergenic.
Exactly.
So cool. Well, but remember, if you do want to think about getting a pig for a pet, do your research. Make sure it's the right place. Make sure you have the right place for them. Make sure you have what you need to take care of them, and understand that it's not going to be like taking care of a cat.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
Learn your background before you go get one of these guys.
Research is always needed.
Beautiful animal. All right, let's meet the parrot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the macaw.
Yes, so we'll have my girlfriend Jess go grab him really quick.
All right. All right, well, we are here for one final animal from Kory and Jess, and we have hold on, let me remember, don't tell me, macaw. Am I right?
You got it. So this is a blue and gold crested macaw. This is Chester Birdington. He's one of my buddies that lives here.
Chester Birdington.
Yep, because he screams as loud as one of my favorite lead singers in a band.
Oh, okay, Chester. All right, you're a Linkin Park fan.
Yes, I am.
All right. I was thinking Chester Birdington sounds like he should be on Broadway.
Broadway.
But now I'm picturing him screaming into a microphone.
Yep, very sure. So Chester here is actually native to South America and the southern tip of Mexico. So you'll find them grasping onto cliff faces as well as like the tops of trees and whatnot. And they're going to be eating a bunch of berries, and they eat vegetables, and they eat some seeds. But a lot of people don't realize that birds don't actually eat seeds for their regular diet. It's more like treats for them. So like Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, okay. So seeds aren't their main source of food.
No. Actually, too many seeds could make them sick.
What would you consider this main diet for Chester?
His main diet consists of high-quality pelleted food in the mornings, and then through the afternoons he gets fruit for treats, and then we give him some nuts every once in a while, and then at night for dinner he gets actually vegetables. So he really likes his corn and green beans.
He is well fed.
Oh, he definitely requires it.
It's so awesome how well you take care of these animals. I must say how admirable it is for you guys to take in these animals like this into your own home and make sure that they have a happy, fulfilled life, fed right, healthy. I mean, every animal I've seen 12 animals in here. Not you guys haven't, but I've been around the house and there are a lot of animals in here. Oh, they're all very happy. They're all very well taken care of. Please make sure that you do your research before you go buy some of these animals like this macaw or the pig, because I can imagine, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Kory, but a macaw is probably not the easiest thing to take care of either, is it?
No, it is the hardest animal I've ever taken care of in my life.
Okay.
Chester here is just like a 5-year-old child and requires all of the exact same cares and controls that a 5-year-old child would need. So like even when I have to leave longer than about 4 hours from my house, I have to get a babysitter for him. He chews up everything. The thing to remember with parrots is a chewy bird is a happy bird. So the more he's chewing, the more I know that I'm doing things right, but that still destroys the whole house.
I was going to say, that's kind of an oxymoron on happiness there. It's like, at least he's happy, but he's chewing up my house.
Exactly.
Hey, that's cool. So tell us a little background. So you tell us where the actual macaw themselves come from, but tell us a little story about Chester. Where did Chester himself come from?
So Chester was actually found in a photography studio. The studio itself had closed down in Salt Lake City, and the original photography owners, the studio owners, actually left him there at the studio. So when the property owner came to check out the studio, he found him plus another bird just sitting in the back corner.
So abandoned?
Yep, full on abandoned, and he had been in there for at least a week.
Oh man, if it wasn't for people like you, there would be dead animals all over the place because of people that just. There's you being an animal lover, can you give some advice on what to do if you're ready to get rid of an animal? Don't just dump it. What's a good thing to do when you're ready to move on from an animal, such like if you need to move or if something happens and you need to get rid of it, what's the best route for that?
So what I would recommend, and this is the first one, is don't get the pet if you think you're going to have to get rid of it.
Good advice.
That's the first big thing. You should, if you're willing to make the commitment to the animal, they didn't ask to be there, so you're the one that has to make sure everything stays good. But in the unfortunate event, if you did have to do it, there are a lot of different humane societies around. You can actually look to social media as well. There's a lot of different Facebook pages for a lot of caring people that will take control of the animal and give it the life it needs, for sure. So I would definitely have to say your first step, if you have to get rid of it, is go on, do your research, and find support groups that house or handle that particular style of animal or breed.
Okay, but the best course of action is to not get an animal that you think you may have to get rid of in the future.
Exactly.
I mean, if you feel like it may have to go, probably just don't get it. Because, like we were talking about with the pig, they feel stress. They feel stress. They know when they've been abandoned. They know when a family member that they've lived with forever, leaves them with someone else. And I'm sure that breaks their heart just like it breaks anybody's heart to go through something like that. So
if you've ever dealt with anxiety, animals deal with anxiety the same way humans do. And so it's one of those things where, especially if they're scared or they love their owner and the owner leaves, that could emotionally wreck the animal.
I can imagine. So how old do we have, or how old is Chester?
Chester's about 16 years old. I got him when he was about 13. And macaws in general can live all the way up to about 50 years.
Wow. So you've got a long haul for some of these animals, don't you?
Yep, he's going to be a 5-year-old kid the rest of my life.
Didn't you say the tortoise was like 180 years or something like
150.
that? 150
yeah,
years.
So my sulcata tortoise, the big one we just saw, that guy, he'll last for about 150 years. And all those little turtles that we saw, those all will live for about 40 to 80 years.
Oh, even those little turtles live for 40 to 80 years. So you've got your hands full for the rest of your life, man.
Yep,
That's
exactly.
awesome.
This is the crew that's going to be there till I die.
Nice. Well, I can't say enough beautiful things about these animals, man. And I know we can't take a look at all of them, but if you don't mind, do you mind listing off everything you have in this house?
Yeah, totally. So we have a Colombian red-tailed boa. We have a ball python. I have a tiger salamander. We have a tire track eel, multiple little catfish, 3 dogs, the mini pig. We have Chester. I have 9 aquatic turtles, 2 box turtles, and then we also have the sulcata tortoise, and I have a rat.
Wow. Oh, you have a rat?
Yep, we have a rat.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to come make a second visit to this house because we have missed 50% of the animals in here.
Irwin, you are welcome anytime.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And it was such a great experience. And thank you guys so much for letting us come here and see your animals and for teaching us things. And, anything else you want to add here at the end here?
No, I just want to thank you guys for doing what you're doing and educating people and helping people understand what kind of pets that you can get and how to take care of them.
Yeah, so. And, it's really important. I am doing this because I personally wanted to learn how to take care of animals and what animals are good for pets and what animals aren't good for pets and how expensive they are, how long they live. So you gave us tons of great information, and this is... I'm not going to lie, that scared me.
He's interested in you now.
I was going to say, does that mean he's going to bite me? Or that was perfect. I'm glad he made a noise. Like, what do the macaws' noises are? Do they have specific noises for happy, sad,
yeah,
mad?
They have many, many different noises.
What was that one? I want to eat you, Irwin.
Curiosity.
Is he talking?
Yep, now he's babbling.
Wow, can he say any words?
So he can say hello, but he also knows how to yell Matilda's name. So when I call her in from outside, he'll help me call the pig inside.
Matilda.
Yep, exactly.
Matilda. He probably doesn't do it with strangers, does he?
And his favorite song, believe it or not, is Barbara Ann by the Beach Boys.
Oh, you're my new best friend. Wait, you're not Matilda. Too many animals. Don't tell me. Chester. I had to remember Lincoln Park. Oh man, great stuff. What was that? Wow, cool. What an awesome animal. So does he fly?
So unfortunately, he cannot fly. So when he was a young chick, whoever had him, they never did what they called as fledging him, which is teaching him how to fly. So
Fledging. That's
yep.
teaching him how to fly. Okay, cool.
Yep, and his muscles that hold his wings, so basically his chest muscles, are too small to let him be able to flap his wings very fast or very hard. So he actually cannot fly right now.
Oh, well, is that a bad thing, or is that something you consider a bonus so he can't fly away from the house?
I consider it a little bit of a bad thing because, I mean, a bird should be able to fly.
Yeah, of course.
You know, a deer should run type idea. So we're actually working on getting his muscles back up to flying order, and hopefully, I hope within a couple of years, he is going to be able to free fly, which means we'll be able to, like, take him to cliff faces and take him to parks, and he'll fly all on his own.
How cool would that be? And he'll just come back?
Yep, exactly.
Wow. Yeah, well, we're definitely coming back to see that and get that taken up. I'm sorry.
He wants to meet you. Do you want to put him up close to him? Just see. See if he likes Irwin.
Come here.
Like, how am I supposed to act here? I'm not sure. Do I just stand still? Do
Yep.
I put my hand out?
I wouldn't put your hand out, but I bet if you put your head down, he'll taste your hair.
You want a taste of my hair? It's good. Wow, look at that. That is amazing.
You're actually probably the closest. You're the only person that he's been allowed, or he allows to be
Not
around.
gonna lie, he just bit me.
Oh.
Come here.
Luckily, I have this big wad of fur to...
Come here.
Right.
Wow. What a beautiful animal. Well, guys, thank you so much again. I mean, we definitely don't want to take up any more of your time, and we are running out of time here, so we're going to say goodbye, but a huge thank you.
Thank you for coming.
No, thank you for having us. What a wonderful place you guys have here, and we can't wait to come back if you, of course, will have us again.
Oh, absolutely.
And go through a couple more of these animals, because you listed off quite a few that we did not get a chance to see. But with our little outro, we'll get some cameras, we'll get some camera footage so you guys out there can see, what they have here and what to look forward to next time we come back. So, thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it. And is there any last words?
I just tell all my followers, keep it cloudy, guys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of another episode of Irwin's Animals. I would personally like to thank Kory and Jess for showing us their beautiful animals and give them a shout of respect to all the rescues they have made, saving lots of lives in the process. We definitely hope to see them again soon, as they have some more animals that I personally would love to meet. Oh, and if you enjoyed this episode, I humbly ask that you please subscribe and hit that notification button so you can be notified of future episodes. And you can go ahead and leave comments if you wish to. Thank you so much, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
It's a circle pony. Hello. Hello.
Startle him.
Was that just too funny? It's so